Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. It's Sunday, Friday night, Frosthaven Sunday. And I'm realizing that I've missed a couple of steps here. I didn't put Rich in, but let it be known that he did laugh at the reveal of what the show is called on Sunday. Yes, I heard, but the audience didn't. Did we just drop Greg? Oh, man. This is rough because the reason Rich isn't added is because I added him, but then he had to restart his computer right before we started. Cedric, welcome. Cedric says, terminate Greg. And indeed, Greg has been compromised to a permanent end. I don't know. At any rate, we'll hear my phone ding if he's sending a message to the group chat that says, locked out forever, can't come back. And otherwise, we'll be optimistic and assume he's coming back. Here we are.
And it'll be a classic Rich and James
Outpost phase. We've not done that one before. Who knows? Well, I mean, you can imagine a way in which it would go that would be not super scintillating. But you never know. Okay. But the other thing I forgot to do is to put the stupid gimmick tags on every single screen and not just the title screen. Rich and James, frost them up, says Cedric. Okay. That just going to have to do as positioning for the word Sunday because there are so... Oh, wait. I caught it again. There are so many overlapping but hidden text elements to do the various stupid gimmick names of the off-schedule shows.
Oh, there's a Greg.
That it's very difficult to get affirmatively clicked. He's restarting. Okay, his computer completely crashed. Wow, that's never a good sign in the modern age.
Should we talk about my level 4 card then?
Yes, in just a moment. Just let me get the words Sunday on both sides here. I'll have to do this again during the Outpost phase, but I was going to say that's okay. It's just the Outpost phase, but the Outpost phase was almost entirely about me reading things, so it is kind of unfortunate. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, let's talk about the level 4 card. So hold on, you're level 4 now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to update on that on the screen.
Well, at the end of this Outpost phase.
Like right? You level up today, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. I just need to find your text elements in the giant list of different sources here, and then change.
If you recall, I got pushed over the edge.
Yes.
As we walked away from the Outpost last time.
Now I do recall because that is funny. Okay, so let's discuss the level 4 card of player 1 playing the Savus Pyroclast, the Overknot. It's Rich. How you doing, Rich?
So good.
So good. All right, what are your options?
So Hand of Flame, attack 4 Muddle, create 1 hex hazardous terrain tile in the featureless hex occupied by the target, put fire in the air and 1 XP, and that's the top. And the bottom is attack 2 wound.
That's pretty good.
And then Heat Wave is the other one. All adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage and push 2 all within range 3.
Okay. Yeah, I can picture how that would animate in like the Frosthaven video game. You're like shooting steam.
And I can consume fire to make it range 4. Then at the start of my turn, I suffer 2 damage. The bottom is move 2, create 1 hex obstacle in an adjacent empty hex, and put earth in the air. This one's initiative is 8, and Hand of Flame is 29.
So they're both pretty good initiative, although obviously 8 is exceptional.
Yeah, it's I think I'm not usually relied on to do the heavy hitting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'm going to take Heat Wave.
Yeah, well, I guess the big question is, do we anticipate you being surrounded? And
it's tough because I have been the last few times, but we've been playing scenarios where you get surrounded.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's one thing to say. It's just that beyond our own strategy, sometimes getting surrounded is going to happen. I guess the other thing then is do you have a way to give yourself short-term good shield boosts, like the kind of thing that would make you comfortable charging in to next round.
Not really.
Hit the heat wave. Yeah. Okay. So I still think there's a pretty good case to be made if you like getting the fast go. There'll definitely be times when it's really helpful to be able to push everybody away.
But
Greg's back.
Wouldn't be my only fast card, right? Like I have.
Yeah.
And a bottom attack that wounds is nice. Like. Well, let's get a Greg vote in here.
Yeah. So Greg, we were just discussing Rich's card options.
All right. Cool. Hand of Flame, top, attack 4, muddle, create 1 hazardous terrain feat in the hex occupied by the target, put fire in the air. The bottom is attack 2, wound, and the initiative is 29.
I think Greg might be doing the thing that I thought I could easily do this and didn't do, which is go to the Gloomhaven card.
Okay. Heat Wave and
it up.
Yeah.
Heat Wave and Hand of Flame are the 2 cards.
I thought to myself, I can hold 2 descriptions of cards in my mind. I don't need to type gloomhavencards.com or whatever.
So Heat Wave's pretty good direct damage, but you gotta get in the shit to do it.
And sometimes the shit comes to you.
I'm
one thing we were
thinking of Heat Wave. I'm thinking of it as a defensive card versus an offensive card. Like Heat Wave would be super beneficial to have when the oozes are like, "Hey, fuck you, man."
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? There is the use case of using one of your big moves to get in the shit, and then immediately with your top thing, Heat Wave them away, so you're not in the shit anymore.
But it only pushes them 2.
But like that too, if you are going from with us to like the other side of them or in the midst of them, could put some of them to focus on us.
True. And I think if we go with Heat Wave, then I need to be putting more hazardous terrain hexes down than I have been. But it's tough because it's been like 6 weeks since we've played a normal scenario.
Yeah.
The bottom attack is really good though. Having a bottom attack.
Yeah, and it would be my second bottom attack too. Like I have another one.
And it wounds innately. And you get XP off of the top move. And it's repeatable. You just can do 4 damage with muddle. That's a pretty strong attack to just have in your pocket.
It is, and I don't think I have another one like it.
But also, Heat Wave would be your fastest initiative.
It's all like there are no easy choices.
There's no easy choices. These are both
which is a credit to the game.
Cards. Yeah. Well, I'd say Heat Wave is more situational. Hand of Flame, I think you could use in more often. But obviously, Heat Wave, if you get in the situation that Heat Wave predicts, then it's really good.
I think what I'm torn between is that Heat Wave seems really interesting and a really cool way to play the game.
Yeah.
But Hand of Flame seems like it fits with the way I play the game, like a toddler.
Yeah.
But on that note, I think there is something to be said for being like, this seems interesting, even if it might not integrate as smoothly as just the big heavy hit.
And like
I would not judge anyone for following my heart.
Liquid Stone is attack 3.
Yeah.
Melted Armor is attack 3. And so I have 3 attack 3s, 2 of which have the ability to become attack 4s. In certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm ready to say that my vote is for Heat Wave. It's obviously up to you how much you care about my vote.
I'm going to take Heat Wave because attack 2 on the bottom. Like if it's ever like, oh man, we need you to attack twice. Like I do have that option with Eruption.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. So I named this episode the 112th episode of our Frosthaven show, Outpostin and Postponin. And that was not because I knew that we'd be postponing introductions and actually getting into gameplay talk right in the middle of them. But turns out, synergy. But the actual postponement that I'm referring to is illustrated right up above me. We don't have any new player 2 to share with you. And there's a simple reason why Sid has to be postponed, which is that he came in so we could all play D&D together at my home.
Yeah.
And then we sent him on his way. We sent him on his way. We didn't give him cards. So
Nope.
we try
Didn't
to
even
play
bring
once
it
a month.
up.
Yeah. That was the problem. So we try to play once a month. Next time we nail down a day. We've already nailed down a day, haven't we? Greg is frozen again. That's not good.
Oh, sad.
So it's not a good sign. Like, if this was 1996, obviously none of the infrastructure of this would exist. But if computers were just as unstable, or operating systems were just as unstable as Windows 95, you wouldn't be like, oh, wow, Greg crashed twice during the intros. But it's kind of notable.
Here we are.
Maybe his computer is filled with dying cockroaches. So anyway, we got no say. Yeah, but we will.
That's possible.
Yeah. Once we nail down the date for next time, I bet that's Greg in the chat, that Bing I just heard, but I'll let Rich report on that.
He's consulting tech support.
Okay. I don't even have an absent Greg sprite, so I'll have to set that up in a minute if he has to bail. But I think we're going to be okay. And we're going to get moving here in just a second. It's just an Outpost phase, so I think we'll be okay. But let's skip ahead for a moment and say player 4, playing the Algox Snow Dancer, Miss Thumpa. It's me, James. Wait, there's usually more things that I say there, but you get the idea. I'm the game runner, the showrunner, and your host here at 58 Dream Street. How am I doing? Great. Friggin' great. Had a very special night last night. Feeling very happy today. Yes. So that's good. And then here we are, and we're waiting on Greg, but I guess we don't have to. Do you want to start
start outposting? Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So Greg, what's the first? No, we're going to have to do something different. Well, no, the first thing is we update the map. I don't think there's anything to do to the map except to find the scenario we just did, the Sunless Trench, and check it off.
Frosthaven Outpost Phase Guide.
I think it's the advancement of time and then the event. It's also right on the back of the manual, so I can find it quickly. Oh, we never checked off core attunement. We're updating the map like crazy. But where's this Sunless Trench? Did I never put the sticker for it on? No, here it is. Oh, of course. I was looking for I wasn't seeing it because it's much wider than a normal sticker, but of course it is. It's depicting a trench.
Outpost Phase 1, calendar.
Yep. All right. We advance the calendar. This is not an exciting advancement of the calendar. We go from the first week of winter to the second week of winter. There are no special events. Nothing happens. Ta-da.
So there's no Outpost event in Phase 2?
There is an Outpost event. That always happens.
Okay.
Now, I also remembered we have to update the sticker sheet. Because we got another piece of that coral crown. So I'm getting at the stickers and I'll start looking through them and figuring out which ones are relevant. Then, here we are. Number 5. There are only 6 pieces. So we are really making some progress here. Better still, when this winter started, it did not, as we had expected, involve inserting a ton of events that would involve these folks attacking us. So I think we have a whole other summer, plus the rest of this winter, to at least close off one, if not both, subpopulation quest lines.
Excellent news.
On to the Outpost. Outpost Frosthaven, adjusting the calendar, or the camera. Calendar is fine. Although actually, why not take my pencil, because there's a paper calendar too, and it's easier on my brain if it continuously agrees with the on-screen calendar. Caught up there. Whoops, very good. Okay, Outpost event. This is Winter Outpost event number 30. A cook stumbles out of the barracks, looking around frantically. He spots you across the street and lumbers over. Rats got into the larder! Several passerby look concerned. He lowers his voice, then repeats, I forgot to lock the storeroom. Rats got into the larder again. Help a chef out. So I'm going to get eaten alive by those guards. You folks always have some extras. Spare some so I can complete dinner. I can pay. He wiped sweat from his brow, waiting for your answer. So, our options are option A, sell the cook some food, or option B, give the cook food from your supply at no charge.
Oh, B.
Yeah, we can just do the right thing. It's the ethical thing to do. I don't think we need to metagame this either. It's just clearly what you should do.
At no point in Frosthaven or Gloomhaven has there been a time where we were like, man, I wish we had more food.
Yeah, or money. Like, I assume this is going to take some kind of resources, but like, we don't have enough herbs to brew any of the potions that are relevant to us trying to figure out the puzzle. And so we're not going to brew potions. So if it's taking our herbs, fuck it. If it takes whatever else, let's give them the food. We're actually really low on resources unless Greg has made some kind of weird mistake. But I guess we'll find out.
I just found out that we have food, so
yeah. Option B.
like I'm made of rocks. I probably don't need it.
You're serious? Just for free? A grin spreads across his face from ear to ear. Captain's been all over me to keep better track of the storeroom. This will be the last time I'll screw up, I promise. I hear Greg. Yeah. He wasn't automatically added back to the room, so I will go fetch him. But he's on a different computer completely? Yeah, that explains why it didn't just grab you. Okay.
Are you wearing more yellow than you were before?
All right. Waiting on Greg. Actually, while we're waiting on Greg, let me just say, player 3, playing the Unfettered Hive, Stevie. It's Greg. How you doing, Greg?
I'm okay. I think my computer might be broken because of an updated driver, and that's why it's not working.
Okay. But well, that's something you can eventually...
I got this laptop. I got this gaming laptop. Is the sound good?
It's fine.
Like super loud.
It is a little loud, but it's fine.
Like it's better than not.
Yep. I assume you're just using the built-in mic.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So it's not terrible given that that's what you're doing.
You just sound like the like an old person on a Zoom meeting who thinks you have to scream at the computer.
No, I just scream at everything all the time.
Okay. Here is the weird conclusion to the event, Greg, that you completely missed. Where a cook came and was like, oh, I fucked up. I let the rats get in the larder. Can I buy some of your supplies? And our options are sell them supplies or give them to them because it's the right thing to do. We decided not to metagame. We just gave it to him. He was excited. And here's the consequence, which I think is going to wind up being literally nothing, although it's a full paragraph. Take one of each herb in the loot deck and shuffle them into a pile. Draw 3. These are the herbs the chef desperately needs. He'll take as many of each type as you choose to give him. For each herb you provide, gain 1 morale. We've maximized our morale. So I think our interest is in also saving time by not even doing this random draw and just not giving this guy anything.
Yeah, is there anything? There's nothing additionally on the card, right?
No, there's no, if you can't give him anything, now he stabs you or something, or morale goes down. It's just, it's freebie. All right, I'll put it back. It's a repeat.
Yeah, there's no, if you give him stuff, then, you know, roll this, right? So, yeah, who cares?
It did just go back into the, it's no matter what you do, it's a goes back in thing. So this guy is not going to secure, like, he's not going to get his shit together like he said he will. He's lying. And I think next time my attitude is going to be like, all right, I'm sorry, but we got to teach you to fish here. Like, we can't just give you fish. Okay. That's the Outpost event. Is it operations, Greg?
Christ if I know.
Right, you're on a new computer.
Building operations.
Building operations. It's okay. Rich has stepped up. Okay. The mining camp.
Rich.
Oh, Greg. So this probably also means that I've got to cover because you don't have the logins. Right? For like whatever we wind up spending.
Yeah, I'm just, I mean, if you give me a second, I just don't have it.
If you get it worked out, that's
Pointless trying to
fine.
get
For
these
now,
red
I'm just going to
ones.
write down anything we do
Not
on an
revenue.
index card because I can't do it live.
We're just talking about doing something on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure I've set you up with permissions for the right sheets, Rich. So worst case scenario, I will just keep track of things on the index card. If Greg gets access, I will then communicate them to him. So
I can get access very quickly. Hold on.
Okay, at the mining camp, we can exchange 2 gold for up to 2 metal. We currently have no metal, and also though, very little money.
So let's choose not to.
I got lots of money.
You have lots of money. Okay.
I know my goal is money, but I'm also
collecting items that you can sell.
I'm also, I'm going to sell one thing for sure.
Sweet. Do you know
I'm
the
in the
current
spreadsheet.
total resale value of your inventory?
I can figure that out very quickly.
Cool. All right.
But I'm going to buy 2 metal. How much is metal again? 2 gold a piece?
2 gold pop. All right. Greg's looking out for us. Oh, sidebar. Remember long ago, like early in the campaign, when I did not realize, because they have the same "this is a coin card" symbol on them, that the weird coin cards that have like a list of sections to be checked off weren't unlocked, because I missed the part that communicated anything about them, and they have the same symbol as the coin cards. So we drew one once, and then the audience helped us realize we weren't supposed to do it. We still haven't unlocked whatever that is.
Right.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Feels because there's a lot.
Yeah.
There are 2 cards, and they both have like at least 10 sections listed on them. So like, I mean, granted, we're only.
It's possible that we unlock it. It's possible we unlock it multiple times. Like we can unlock it more than once. You know.
Yep. But we haven't even once. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, wait. I've got an idea that might work, but we'll figure it out when the moment comes. Okay. Now, the hunting lodge. This is still level 1, so we can collectively buy up to 1 hide for 2 gold. Hide is the basic resource we have the most of, but we still only have 3.
What are you looking at, James?
Is something gone wrong in the inventory? That's surely what's happening.
You're not. These are not the totals that I am seeing.
Okay, well that's great news. I'm going to click off of the screen that displays it and see if I can figure out what the hell's gone wrong. Let's see.
We have 5 hides.
We have 5 hides. Who? Okay. Rich has read off how many
new in the chat right now. We've played this game before.
We have, but also
what's happening?
There's something wrong in the spreadsheet. We need to fix that. This is a good throwback. Remember the technical issues of the first few episodes? Okay, Greg, tell me. Rich has how many hide right now?
Rich has 1 hide.
What about Jaymee?
2 hide.
What about Greg?
No hide.
Oh, I understand what's happening. It's not the spreadsheet being wrong. What about James?
0 hide.
The thing about the spreadsheet is that due to space constraints, it only displays the 4 players who are current. So what I am missing is Lauren and
Michaela and Danielle.
Right. Okay. Well, there it is. Great. Awesome. So I got to think about that and what it means for the value of the information on the screen and how I can fix it. But I don't need to think out loud while we're doing this. So hunting lodge.
No,
done.
sit silently and think. Well,
don't think out loud. Think in silence.
All right. Logging camp. This is level 2. We can get collectively up to 2 gold. 2 lumber for 2 gold each. Are we doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hold on. I want to find out how much I can sell my
this is kind of funny. I have more money than I thought.
My ring.
Is it How much gold do I have? Sorry.
You have 7. If the
Right
thing's
now, Rich, you have 7.
Is there any reason? Does it have to be 2 gold each, or could I put 4 in?
Yeah, you can put 4 in.
Greg. Yeah, and then Greg doesn't have to put anything in.
Okay, done. Also, I have more money than I thought. And this is kind of silly because there's a row for Jaymee. She has 1 gold. I was like, I only got 1 gold. But I'm James. I have 13 gold. I don't have 14. I can't spend Jamie's gold. That'd be fucked up. All right.
Yeah.
It's in time. We can have collectively up to 2 different material resources for 2 gold each. And what the hell? Take it from James. I'll pay for it. 2, what do we need the most, Greg? I want 2 of what we need the most, which I can't tell.
Metal.
Metal. All right, metal.
So I'll put you down to 9, and I'll give you 2 metal.
All right. So, geez, our not present people are carrying a lot of lumber, huh?
Yep, lumber. Well, no, hold on. The totals aren't working.
The total row isn't working. I'm sorry, Greg.
The total row isn't working. Now, we have the least lumber. I'm going to actually take away your 2.
Metal. Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to give you 2 lumber instead.
I understand how long I've been saying things about fixing some shit, but oh man, fairly soon, I just want to believe in my heart I'm going to have the time. I don't know why I believe that. It doesn't make any sense.
And sorry, I know we bought 1 hide. Did we buy any lumber when we did the lumber yard?
Did somebody pay for it? I will. I'll pay 2 for 2 more lumber. Okay. Oh, we can have... No, Rich
Well,
did.
in that case, I will give you 2 more.
Rich bought the lumber.
Rich did.
Yeah. So Rich bought 2 lumber as well.
I will give,
but I think you'd already take his money away.
To you, I will do 2 metal for you, James.
Okay. Okay.
There.
Okay. Cool. It's fixed.
Yeah, the total column just isn't working anymore. I don't know what happened there.
Well, that'll be incredibly easy to fix. Great. That's the garden. Boom. We gain 1 herb from each pot. Our pots have flame fruit and axe nut. Unfortunately, what we really need to get back in business is an arrow vine, but we don't even have 1 that we could plant. Perhaps if we had been more patient. We also need a level 4 garden. So never mind. We're not even at the prosperity to be able to plant that. We'd have to uproot something. We're already growing. Which I guess is something you could do because you'll never have enough plots to be just generating all 5 herbs. Anyways, it's craftsman. Doesn't do anything during operations. It's
Sorry. Could you repeat what herb we just got? The flame fruit?
Flame fruit and axe nut.
Yes.
The alchemist has no operations effect. The enhancer reduces all enhancement costs by 10 gold. The library has no operations effect, nor does the workshop. The carpenter reduces all construction costs by 1 material resource and the extra construction cost by 1 morale. The stables let us bring a pet into each scenario, but we don't have pets yet because we haven't seen a catchable animal since we unlocked this feature. The town hall lets us draw 2 challenges, and the barracks is plentiful of soldiers ready to die for Frosthaven. Okay, that's the operations phase. Good job, team. Is it downtime, Gregory?
Downtime and build.
What's that, Rich?
This is phase 4, downtime and build.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is where we do all our downtime activities.
So this is where Rich officially hits level 4. We've already chosen his card, and the other things are he's got to choose a perk. Don't forget to choose a perk, Rich. And then
he chose that.
Yeah, and then he just has to remember to set his hit points to the right level. That's all. So that's good. Keep it moving.
I am just going to sell my Ring of the Night.
Greg, in light of the...
Do you have that on here?
Oh, do I have the information about it?
The item on there, yeah.
Let me see. Where is these? Okay. Hopefully, I put it in here. But there's no reason to believe for sure I did because it's been quite a time. It's impressive that we still do this at all. Maybe it's not, but I would like to say that. The Ring of the Night has a purchase value of 50, so sells for 25. I did have it all along.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
See?
That puts me at 99 gold.
99. Excellent.
How much do I need to retire, James?
Lots more than that. Hold on. Let's find it. 180. So you're more than halfway.
There we go.
You need 81 gold now. Could you sell everything else and get 81 gold?
No, I don't have quite enough stuff to do that.
Well, the day will come. We're still going to find out
The day will come.
When presented with his options, Sid steals Greg's robot.
But I'm fine if Sid steals the robot.
We won't encourage it, but we do have to let Sid make his choice.
No.
It occurred to me, though, Greg, what if we could brew something, because I'm not looking at all of the herbs in our possession? Does anyone have an arrow vine who's chilling?
Nobody has an arrow vine. No, all we have is snow thistle, a bunch of rock roots, and a bunch of flame fruits. We've got no mushrooms, and we've got no arrow vines, and we've got no.
We have axe nut.
Oh, sorry, I meant to say axe nut. Did I say rock root?
Yes. No rock. Is it zero rock root?
We don't have.
Okay. So
zero rock root.
So the most frustrating part is the next time we get an arrow vine, we clearly have to plant it. Like, unless we get 2 arrow vine in the next scenario, we got to plant that, because we're going to have to keep brewing those friggin' potions, because there are a lot of pages left in the book, in the puzzle book. Although I've been told they get very just progress checky. And so I think it might be possible that even while we lag in our potion progress, we might be making other progress that lets us eventually solve some puzzles. Time will tell. Right now we're waiting for potions to light the way. And I am aware that I could metagame very easily to just, like, if the solution is a potion item number, there's a range that is defined, and we could just check. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the rest of our downtime. No. Anybody doing anything?
I sold the thing. Rich leveled up. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. I reserve the right.
Time.
Although I don't think I think we'll get another Outpost phase before Jaymee can join us again. But just in case I get bit by the bug and find the time somehow, I reserve the right for Jaymee to have retroactively crafted something, but probably not. Okay.
Oh yes, always.
Time to build.
Time to build.
Okay,
what are our options,
I've thought
James?
about this. Hold on. Before I will read all the options, but first I'm actually going to start by saying I've thought about this, and here's what I think we should do. I think that we should upgrade the craftsman, because it's I understand that I've actually impaired us by just stopping us from doing this because I didn't want to read off the new items. I've bitten the bullet. I've already got the items out. They're right here in front of me. I'm ready to read them. There's only 5. It seems kind of silly that I ever bothered. We'll be caught up.
Let's do it.
So I think we should do the craftsman, and then I think we should spend a morale, and also waffle syrup, and the animation worked and everything. That's very nice. 46 months. A 46-month subscription streak. Thank you very much, waffle syrup, as always. Sorry you couldn't make it to the show last night, but I felt your moral support in my heart, and it went beautifully and great. It was awesome. So I actually feel sorry for you that you missed it. I suppose sorry for myself that you weren't there. Okay. Very well. Yeah. Among other things, because I promised Greg I wouldn't recount all of my feats again, because Rich wasn't here when I told Greg. But I will recount one, which is just that at a key moment in a song, I did a backwards jump from the floor to the stage. It's like a 10-inch stage, or like however tall a step is, in heels, and landed it with the right timing and everything, and everybody was cheering. And more importantly, I didn't badly injure myself trying to do that. Okay. Yeah. So, and then I think we should spend the morale and do the library, because in thinking about what could possibly, we haven't got a bank yet, and it doesn't seem, why would there be a bank in Frosthaven? What is going to unlock getting weird coins? What if it's a historical project? So I think we should do the library with. Yeah. What do you think? Is that a good strategy?
So that would only cost. Well, hold on.
Wait.
I think you should first read off the resource cost of both those things. Yeah.
Right. I literally just had that thought. Good thought. Can we afford it? The craftsman, which I think we should definitely do, requires prosperity level 5, which we have. 6 lumber, 4 metal, 3 hide.
Well.
Oh no.
We only have 4 lumber.
Okay, we can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yikes. Okay, we're finally starting to pay the.
Getting rid of 1 material resources.
Oh right, we do get to get rid of 1.
So what?
No, I forgot.
We get to get rid of 1, but we need to get rid of 2. We only have 4 lumber.
Okay. Well, in that case, we could do the library, although obviously that would cost us 3 lumber or 4, because it's 4 sticker price, 4 metal, 1 hide. So we could knock one of those down 1 and still do the library. Damn it. Well, we're finally being punished for long ago just being like, who cares? We're not buying resources.
Well, a lot of those times we didn't have money, to be fair.
Yeah, but
okay.
Listen, I'm sure Martin can let us know. We fucked up a little, right? I'm pretty sure we did. I'm willing to own it. I'm not as proud as Greg.
Of course we did. we were afraid of one thing and it turned out it was another thing. Yeah. I think we should do the library, and I think you're right. Knock off a lumber. So 3 lumber, 3 metal, 1 hide.
Okay. So I took out these cards for nothing, but that's okay. We'll get it done next time. Let me go find the upgraded library. Let's take a second. But only a second. Oh.
I have this laptop set on my desk, and I keep trying to use the mouse that is not connected to the laptop.
Yeah. Been there. Okay. Library level 2 also has no effect, but we do gain 1 prosperity tick for having constructed it. And then we will read a section.
Exciting.
Let's if we can pull it off, let's loot like crazy and hopefully get some lumber out of our next scenario. All right.
Yeah, lumber's what we need.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ticks to go to prosperity level 6.
We can
upgrade the library.
To be fair.
What's that?
We can buy up to 4 lumber.
Yeah.
We can buy up to 4 lumber.
Yeah. Yep. We'll get it going.
Maybe we should also think about upgrading. Maybe we should also think about upgrading the camps that let us buy resources.
Yep. I think there's a strong case for. In fact, hold on. If we can do one now, why wouldn't we? Hold on. A level. We definitely can't do the mining camp. We need 8 lumber. The hunting lodge, we need 6 lumber.
Oof.
The logging camp, we need 6 lumber. We're in a lumber trap. Turns out that it does take a lot of wood to build buildings in a context where wood is the primary building material. Okay, well, listen, we're all learning things. Hopefully, we're just going to loot a shit ton of lumber next time. So, problem solved. We figured it out. We've cracked the case. Let's read a section about a library, though. Hold on. Section 116.3. Wrong book. Other book's not there. So where would it be? Here it is. What number did I just say? 116.3? Does that sound right? We'll find out. It'll be called Library
Sounds
Upgraded.
Right.
If it's called Puzzle Solution, we know it's the wrong number. Library Upgraded. It'd be super unlikely if I said the wrong number and it was the level 3 library. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Looks like my project to bring knowledge to this backwood is finally starting to get some attention. Etika, The resident Valrith librarian gestures to an orchid as you enter the library. The orchid is clad in shimmering armor and wields a sword that seems far too massive, even for their muscular frame. Etika continues, "This one is also interested in the ancient lore from around these parts. Could prove useful in our search for the tomes. Speaking of, follow me." Etika snaps at you, then turns and steps briskly towards a back room. You give a short greeting to the orchid and then follow. "All right, exciting news," Etika begins immediately as you squeeze into the cramped space full of dusty parchments. "I think my research has been paying off. If I've done my background research correctly, and I'm certain I have, I think I've located 2 of the tomes of power. The first is the Tome of the Elements." She unfurls a map across the floor, handing you one corner to keep it from rolling back up. "Here." She points at an area nearby where you already intended to go on a future adventure. "Be careful, though. Accounts of the Tome of the Elements make it sound a bit more volatile than the others. I wouldn't recommend opening it in the field." She pushes her red-rimmed glasses up the bridge of her nose, kneeling next to the map. "The second is a bit hazier in the written record. The Tome of Conflict, like the other tomes, was penned by the spellcaster Balara. That much is clear, but something happened, and the books were scattered. If I'm reading this correctly, older maps actually reference a tower in the woods." She points an impeccably manicured fingertip towards the tundra. "But it doesn't show up on any newer surveys of the region. It's just a hunch, but I think you'll find the Tome of Conflict there. If it's not too far out of your way, could you check it out for me?" I am certain that's not the voice I did for this Etika character the first time, but that's who Etika is now. Listen, sometimes people change.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a weird experience and you're different now. I'm glad we did this, because check it out. First, we'll add Winter Road event to the 46 to the Winter Road deck. Shit, that does mean I need to shuffle back in the one that I already drew.
Yeah. It's not true anymore.
Okay, and then I need to shuffle this new one in with it. And I said, what did I say? 46. $45, $46. It's in the pile. This is going back. Good. All right. And I got to shuffle them before I can draw one. But what else do we have to do? Oh, nothing. So I'll just keep telling you the things. Because there's also a Summer Road event, but I'll do that in a moment when the show ends. Now we unlock the Moon Within a Star Thing class box. And
the Moon Within a Star Thing?
Yes. And then we unlock the new scenario, Tower of Knowledge. So let's do those things very quickly, and then we're going to do Winter Road Event 21, and then we're done. We'll have to pick a scenario too, but there aren't that many options. And obviously, I think we're going to feel tempted by the fact that there's a new scenario. Let's find it. Okay. New box, new character. Who could it be? Who could it be now? Here it is.
Who could it be now?
We have the box. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Tearing the seal. Almost torn. Trying to tear this in a way that, yeah, that's a pretty clean break. Didn't cut the box or anything.
Yeah.
Who are we dealing with? Prepare to meet. Da-da-da. The Orchid Infuser. She's beautiful.
Nice. Lady with a big sword.
Ooh, I love a lady with a big sword.
Friggin' gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. Let me tell you a bit about the Orchid Infuser. Orchids come from across the misty sea and can spend years in a peaceful state. They're crystal people. Skipping the first paragraph never deprives you of any specific knowledge about the class.
Yeah.
An orchid's contemplative nature also gives them a particular prowess over the elemental energies of the world. Some use these energies to attack their foes with raw power. However, others emit these energies into strands of elemental fabric, weaving them into physical armor and weapons. This is like a mage knight type character, I'm thinking. These are the infusers. Martial warriors use the natural flow of elements to enhance their already formidable fighting skills. It's a 3 complexity level character. That's 3 out of 5. The elemental affinities of this character are wind, earth, and darkness. This is a 5 out of 5 melee fighter with a 1 out of 5 range capacity. This is a hitting girl. This is a girl who likes to come hit you. Her mobility is 4 out of 5. Her support ranking is 3 out of 5. Her defense is 4 out of 5, which is good because she has to be right up there in the shit. And her control is 3 out of 5. Let's see. She has powerful actions known as infusions, which typically require the consumption of multiple elements to perform. They have both a persistent bonus and an ability that you may perform each time any infused action is performed, potentially yielding a chain reaction when you have multiple active infuse abilities. These extra abilities can be formed in any order when triggered. Complexity level 3. And then many of your abilities allow you to reduce their power in exchange for infusing elements. These exchanges are optional, but for example, you'll have a move 4, but you can make it a move 3 and generate wind. That's cool. And I'm nowhere near retiring.
So the idea is to have a lot of infusions activated and then like create a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Where you end up doing like a bunch of things on your turn.
A bunch of your abilities and paying off your persistent abilities and infusing new elements for you or your friends to use. Sounds very cool. And, give Sid some options. And obviously I would do this if I was anywhere close to picking a new character, but I'm not. So if someone else wants it, that'll happen. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. Put that in the newspaper. Oh, Greg, I'm sorry. That's another Arrested Development reference.
I'll be right back. Greg,
I know it is.
Okay. Okay. So, the scenario, Tower of Knowledge. Scenario 134. Rich and I are going to make it on time to our fantasy basketball draft. I can just tell because we have 24 minutes. Thank goodness we were going to do it on Wednesday and then it got postponed because I always try to draft Terry Rozier as a gimmick. And he got arrested for illegal sports gambling, subversion of the game related activities on Thursday. And to be fair, it was pretty clearly coming and I didn't know. I wasn't surprised when they dropped the hammer on him, but I might have not thought of it if I had a chance to snatch him up. So thank you, Commish, for saying Wednesday looks good and then not scheduling it for Wednesday. So we had time for the critical information about Scary Terry to come to light. 134, I said, right? It's worth getting right. Yes.
Which is it.
Okay. Now I'm just looking. 134. Here it is. It's a standalone. Oh, the Tower of Knowledge. Tower of Knowledge, I can tell, is going to be right at the top. It's R1 because it literally has the letter R in the sticker to help you get it right in place. So that's one of the easier map updatings of all time, I bet. Let's find it. Maybe I'll fuck it up. I don't think so. I'm riding high. So as long as I can keep my emotions under control, don't get too oblivious. And that's never been a problem for me, so. Or is it? You might glean some, for the folks at home, you might be able to glean some information there by the fact that my two closest and dearest friends laughed like I made a joke. Because it was a joke. I'm self-aware enough that I was making a joke. Okay. Here it is, the Tower of Knowledge. It does indeed look like a cool tower. Let's find out a little bit about it, because there's only 2 things left to do. Pick where we're going, and there aren't that many options. So this is probably a pretty tempting one. And do the road event. So here we go. 134. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is awfully close to the back of the book, because there are 137 scenarios in the book. Scenario 134, Tower of Knowledge. Requires us to have Into the Forest, which we do. This is in the Radiant Forest. It had to be thawed. And then, what is it? It's a loot the goal treasure tile scenario. It seems to have some really weird gimmick. Okay, I'm going to read one paragraph of special rules and then stop because this is weird. At the end of each odd round, all characters and character summons are simultaneously forced to move 1 hex to the top, while at the end of each even round, they're forced to move 1 hex towards the bottom. And the whole map is laid out like an X. So like there's a route. It's shaped like an X with at the each end of the X, there's another room. And you get pulled back towards either the top or the bottom. And there's a bunch of other rules too. There's some pressure plates. I can't tell just looking at the map what the starting points are. So there's, oh wait, yes I can. Never mind. They're all right in the middle where you'd expect them to be. But then there's some kind of special tile in between us at the start. What kind of monsters would we fight here? Back to robots. So that's fun too, because we cleared out the unfettered quest line so early. The other options, and like I said, they are limited, but I'll tell you what they are and then we can make a choice. Well, we go back to the unfettered quest line to do the Spire basement room that we didn't do, but that isn't locked out. We do have a job posting scenario, Prison Break, which does start its own quest line. We can do My Private Empire again, but I vote against that. And we have the least tempting scenario name of all time, the Lustrous Pit. So,
which ones of those contribute to the? Do any of them contribute to the Lurker quest line that we're working on?
No, in the Lurker and Algox quest lines, we are currently calendar locked, and all the calendar locks will open at the same time. Next,
I'll tell you.
Next Outpost.
In this instance, I don't feel like doing a super complicated library scenario because I'm very tired. But I don't predict I will be very tired.
Yeah, we don't have to do it right now. In fact, we can't. So, I don't even have to read the rest of the special rules yet. We have time to mentally prepare for this. Is what I'm saying.
But Rich, do you have a preference for type of scenario?
Nope.
Do you want to go to a pit?
Yep, I love a pit.
This is actually a legitimate question.
Yes.
That I think is important.
Yep.
Do any of them seem woody?
Okay, so I did just look at the loot pile in the Tower of Knowledge, and it's not. There are 2. The only herb is Arrowvine at the Tower of Knowledge.
Oh, that's nice.
Although we'll also get Arrowvine in the Lustrous Pit, but there's also only 2 wood. What if we did the Prison Break? Prison Break also only has 2 wood, but it has 2 Arrowvine. And it's a kill everyone and get the loot scenario. And it does have robots too. Everyone. So you know what? Since obviously there's going to be another library related quest when we can upgrade the library again, and that's not for a while, maybe we can let that sit and actually finally let's do the Prison Break.
All right, let's do Prison Break. Sounds good.
So check it out.
Read us a road event.
Yes, I will in one sec. Just so you know, it's a guest scenario, design and writing by Alexander J.L. Theoharis, who, yes, indeed, if I look to the next page, I can see he wrote the whole Prison Break arc. It's definitely doing some kind of mezzanine point of view or archery tower gimmick where there's certain tiles that have range and line of sight to everything in the scenario. Because it's a prison. They're the guard towers in the prison. Presumably. Yeah. Cool. So that'd be fun.
So it's what do you call it? What do you call that type of prison where it feels as if you are being watched at all times? That is a metaphor for modern society.
A panopticon.
Yes, a panopticon.
I feel like
it could be a panopticon situation.
I feel like you cannot achieve a panopticon just by having 2 guard towers, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if you only have 1 person in the prison, you just put a guard tower on either side of them. They're in the panopticon now. All right. Yeah. Here's Winter Road Event 21. You can hardly see the path ahead of you in the storm. So it's a surprise when you nearly run into a woman coming the other way down the road. Startled, you ask if she needs help. Funny you should offer. It's actually about to clear up. As she says this, the winds calm down and the air clears to reveal a middle-aged human draped in layers of fur. Her voice gets a little less sultry now that I have more details about her. I'm a seer, or rather, an apprentice seer. I got a bit lost running an errand for the sanctuary. I try not to peer into the future for my own sake, but I admit I was a bit nervous back there. As always, I should have trusted in the great oak's path for me. She catches her breath before continuing. Thank you for your concern, but I'll be all right. If you'd like, though, I'd be happy to share what the future holds for you. Option A, tell her you'd like to know what your future holds. Option B, you trust the path the great oak has for you. Offer to make a donation to the sanctuary instead.
Trust the path.
Okay. I was going to say, like, mechanically, I want to know what seeing the future means. Maybe it's just we learn a lesson that we weren't supposed to ask for that. She's like, I foresee you having wound at the start of your scenario and stabs you in the belly.
Yeah.
Sinner. What did I just say about trusting the great oak?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do a donation.
Hey, we're going to make a donation.
You have 9 gold to spend.
I care a lot less about the donation than about not knowing the future seems better.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of not knowing the future.
Yeah, that comes up a lot in Hades because it's set in Greek mythology, where some people do know the future and talk about how it sucks. All right. Oh my. So, fortunately, this only affects the current characters, but it's not great for you, Greg. We lose 30 collective gold. So, I can lose 9, Rich can lose 1, and Greg can lose 20.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm glad I sold that thing.
Yeah. Only if you can spare it,
Oof,
she responds. May the great oak bless you, and may you always trust...
We can't.
No, we can. We can always trust its path. As you depart, the wind picks up again, obscuring your vision in a snowy haze. All characters start the next scenario with double bless and ward.
Okay.
So we all get half damage on our first source of damage and 2 blesses. That's not bad. If we didn't give her the money, we'd still get the ward. If we didn't have the money. Meanwhile, because I am curious and this is going away forever, mechanically, if we had seen the future, at the start of the next scenario, before selecting ability cards for the first round, reveal the top card of all monster ability attack decks. That could be useful, but I'm more into what we got.
Well, yeah, but not what we paid for it.
No.
There's a lot of money.
But yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you think it would
want, not pay what you can.
Yeah, like give us some options. You know, like for each you can get this many, like get this bless for this much gold and this. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, I don't want to see the future. Here's some rock root.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's 1 rock root.
What can you do?
$1.
All right. So there we go. A successful first ever Sunday, Friday Night Frosthaven Sunday. Laying the groundwork for Sunday afternoon Swamp Haven a decade from now. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Where are we going from here? Sky's clear for Wednesday, Greg.
Yep.
Sweet. So, Greg and James and Ghosts and Goblins, it's as Halloween-y as we can get, and we should finally at least beat the arcade game. Then we'll decide if the project gets a pin put in it so we can go back to beat 'em ups, or if we play around a little bit more with the series now. We'll make that decision on Wednesday. Then, gentlemen, how's Thursday work this week for Friday Night Frosthaven?
Should be fine.
Should be good, yeah.
And it should be good for me too. I'm not actually sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I know Friday's not.
Yeah, I'm a hard no on Friday.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
it is Halloween.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm a hard no.
I mean, you will probably be back by 9 o'clock, but you'll also have just gotten back.
Yeah, it's also his birthday.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
a big
if
day.
getting him to bed at 9 is.
Oh yeah,
That's very fair.
I think he'll be in bed with the light off, but I will be right there with him. Like
yeah,
Yeah. And I'll be in a
yeah. That's very fair.
I'll be at a drag show, so I will not be. I don't think that's going to wrap up for 9. So yeah.
What a day! I hope Ethan has a goth phase.
I hope his whole life is a goth phase.
I hope he remains into track as he is right now, but still goes through a goth phase.
That could be good. We could all get down with that. So yeah, and then next weekend, maybe I can get all the. I've been dreaming for just 1 week where the normal streams happen, even if they're on different days. So maybe, just maybe, I can play Suikoden 2 on Saturday, and then finally wrap up the Crimson Diamond, but also start the anti-hero run of Quest for Glory next Sunday, because we're awful damn close to being done with Crimson Diamond. This has been great. Beautiful capper to a very important weekend in my life. So thanks for joining us, and thanks for being my friends. Yeah, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came, you left, can't hear my voice, but glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're doing Friday Night Frosthaven for the second time between when Fridays last happened, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.